Yo, what's good, guys? Inswain with Inswain Audio. Welcome back. If you're new here, where have you been, man? Make sure to subscribe, join the family. We missed you. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about is mixing an art or a science. Let's get into it. Okay, so spoiler, it's both. There you go, there's the video. The reason that it's both, it's pretty obvious. I think you knew that coming in. But it's a science because you need to know the technical, engineering, nerdy stuff in order to, know what you're doing. I guess you don't need to know it, but it's definitely going to make your life a lot easier and you're going to get to the end faster. But it's an art because once we understand all the technical things that are going on, underneath the hood, behind the curtain, so to speak, the artistic side comes in because it's like now we need to add our personal flair to it, add our creativity to it. Things that the sciencey technical side can't really explain, emotion and stuff like that, right? And these things play a great role together because when you add emotion, there's a technical way to do it, but there's a human artistic side of it that can't be explained that you have to kind of, put into your work. I would say that learning the sciencey technical side is probably better off to be learned first, right? Like, how can you be creative if you don't know what a ratio does, right? Unless you're just messing around with knobs until something sounds good, which I guess in theory is possible, but it's not realistic. It's much better to learn all of the technical aspects of mixing and then kind of unlearn all of the rules, so to speak, and start doing what sounds and what feels good and what you have in you and bring your own personal flair to the table. At least for me and for a lot of other people I know, our journey of learning to engineer is slowly, piece by piece, learning all of the technical side of it, the science side of it, right? And then it becomes, okay, now that we've learned all the rules, now we need to break them. Now we need to start, putting meters in the red, compressing too much, turning things too loud, making things too quiet, in either direction. This is where you get the artistic side of things and where you get, groundbreaking sounds and not just following by a formula, because that's what makes music boring, right? But you kind of need to be able to make that boring, dull, bland, quote unquote, perfect music. It's safe, right? You need to be able to do that before you can purposely break the rules. I always say intentionality is the biggest thing here because if you don't know what you're doing, it's very easy to unintentionally break the rules, but it usually won't sound good because you don't know what you're doing or how you got there. But once you understand the rules and you intentionally break them and you're like, this is too loud, but I know and I'm okay with that and I think it's a good idea, or, this is too much reverb or whatever. Like, once you can understand that that's not typically how things are done, but you're going to do it anyways, and you can do it confidently and understand what emotional impact it's going to have on the song, now you're mixing artistically. And, this is when you've started to master mixing. Obviously, no one ever fully masters it. It's always changing and innovating. And so you have to change with the times and everybody gets better and develops taste. But once you get to this point where you understand the technical aspects, but you also understand artistically, you can break the rules. That's when you've become a successful mix engineer, in my opinion. So, quick little one today. Let me know your thoughts about, is it an art, is it a science? What stage are you at? What do you think's more important? Anything related to this? If you have video ideas, let me know down below. I'm open to suggestions. Anyways, guys, my name is Inswain with Inswain Audio. Peace.